Hello my friends, story time with Mrs. Beth again. Hey, I've got a noisy time today because I have two books. One's called The Very Noisy Bear and the other one's called The Very Cranky Bear. So let's read them together. The Very Noisy Bear. In the jingle jangle jungle, there was music in the air, and it landed in the ears of a very sleepy bear. "Excuse me," said the bear to the music-making sheep. "Your band is very noisy, and it's time for me to sleep." "Well, now that you're awake," said Sheep, "perhaps you'd like to stay? Have you ever tried the jungle drums? They're really fun to play." Lion was on the jungle drums, and Bear began to smile. "I suppose if I could play the drums, I'd stay a little while." He sat upon the tiny stool. Boom, boom, bang, bang, boom, boom, bang, bang, went the noisy bear. Crash! "It's harder than it looks," said Lion, "to play a jungle drum. You might prefer an instrument you only have to strum." Zebra had a striped guitar. She handed it to Bear. "You hold it over here," she said, "and strum it over there." Bear started strumming gently, but it wasn't very loud. Then he strummed a little harder so the sound could reach the crowd, but his claws were long and curly, and they tangled in the strings. "Never mind," said Zebra. "Guitars are tricky things." Moose held up his trumpet. "Would you like to have a go? All you have to do," he said, "is take a breath and blow." Bear took in a giant breath and blew with all his might. Screech! The trumpet made a screeching noise, and all the birds took flight. The elephants stampeded, and all the monkeys left. Everyone took cover until Bear was out of breath. "Your lungs are awfully strong," said Sheep. "You must be very proud. But there is another instrument that isn't quite as loud. Have you ever tried a microphone? It's just a simple thing. You only have to hold it up, clear your throat, and sing." She handed Bear the microphone and counted up to 4. The band began to play a tune, and Bear began to roar. "Roar!" went the noisy bear. "Roar, roar, roar!" "More!" cheered the audience. "More, more, more!" The elephants were dancing, and the monkey sang along. He roared in perfect harmony through every single song. Then when the show was over and the moon had settled in, when everyone was fast asleep, he tried the violin. The Very Cranky Bear. In the jingle jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends found a perfect place to play. Moose had marvelous antlers, and Lion a golden mane. Zebra had fantastic stripes, and Sheep, well, Sheep was plain. None of them had noticed that someone else was there. Sleeping in that cave was a very cranky bear. Roar, went the cranky bear. Roar! He gnashed his teeth and stomped his feet and chased them out the door. So, in the jingle-jangle jungle on a cold and rainy day, 4 little friends had nowhere warm to play. "Wait a minute," said Zebra, as she scratched her furry chin. "Maybe if we cheered him up, he'd let us come back in." "If I did not have stripes," said Zebra, "I'd be cranky too. We should give that bear some stripes. That's what we should do."
"Stripes are silly," Moose complained, "especially on a bear. My antlers always cheer me up. Let's give that bear a pair."
"No, no, no," said Lion. "Antlers are a bore. A golden mane like mine," he said, "would cheer him up for sure." So Zebra fetched a tin of mud, and Lion some grass of gold. Moose got 2 big branches, and Sheep, well, Sheep got cold. Sheep was getting worried. They'd been eaten up for sure. And then, from in the cave, there came a very cranky roar. Zebra, Lion, and Moose ran out, and Bear was right behind them. They hid behind the bushes where they hoped he wouldn't find them. "Why is he still cranky? He's got antlers, stripes, and mane. Before we gave him those," Lion said, "he looked so very plain." Look at the bear. Silly. As Bear stormed back inside the cave, he turned and roared at Sheep.
"All I really want," he said, "is a quiet place to sleep."
So, Sheep fetched a pair of clippers, and she clipped off half her wool. She stuffed it in a cotton bag until the bag was full. She tiptoed back inside the cave. "Excuse me, Bear," she said. "Would you like a pillow for underneath your head?"
"Well, thank you very much,"
said Bear, and soon he fell asleep. Maybe he was dreaming of a plain but thoughtful sheep. Wow, that very noisy bear, he tried all the different instruments, and he found out at the very end he had a great singing voice. I hope you enjoy making music. Maybe you go to music classes, or maybe you sing at home and dance around. That's fun, my friends. And then the very cranky bear. Again, another one about his cave where all he wanted to do was sleep. And finally, at the very end, that wonderful sheep shaved off some of its wool, put it in a pillow so the bear could have a great sleep. I hope you have a good sleep tonight, my friends. Sweet dreams. See you next time.